My microphone, there we go. It's good to have all of you with us today. If you were with us online, you missed the opportunity of watching me throw my robe on off to the side there. I forgot to do that. You live people, it's like putting on my bathrobe, isn't it? It's funny when all the clergy get together and process in. Many clergy are very ceremonious as they put on their robe and they kiss their stole and put it on. It's all prayerful. And there's Al like, okay, let's go. I'm ready to roll. And just not a very ritualistic person, I guess. But it's good to have you with us today. We hope that you encounter the living Christ in your life as you worship with us, whether you're online or in person with us today. We are dedicated to helping you encounter God in your life. A few announcements that we have before we begin our worship service is it's meeting week, but we're all kind of like, I'm kind of tired. So trustees and finance are not going to meet this week, but instead on Saturday at 9 o'clock, trustees or anybody else that would like to volunteer, we're going to take the nativity windows out and then a few other windows out. And so if you'd like to come help us take a few of the things that we are putting in storage for our new building, we'll be meeting Saturday at 9 o'clock to get that done. Also, worship committee is not meeting this week, so Elise is just going to be picking all of our hymns for Advent. So if you have a particular Christmas song you want us to sing, run her down at the end of the service and tell her what it is. Party people, though, you are meeting. Party people and ad council, we're meeting on Wednesday, so that's good news. Other things are going on this week. On Wednesday, yes. So in for services meeting on Wednesday. So if you have meetings on Wednesday, all of those are going on. Backpack for Kids is meeting tomorrow. They do or is that last week? Oh, that's last week. Yeah, because it says they made 1,200 bags, so that would indicate you already did that. So if Al could read, you'd get much better information. So so thank you, Backpack for Kids people. I guess they did 1,200 backpacks with 9 people helping. So we could really use 11 people doing that. So if a couple more of you are willing to volunteer for that, I know Peg Hess is one of the ladies that does that. You can get more information from them. Those are the main things that I believe we've got. Oh, does you guys want to hear how the vote went last night about the new church building? Yeah, well, you should have been here last night and you would know already. So, no. No, we had 60 votes that were in person, and that's the official vote. And then we had 18 votes that were people that were not present. Those will go in as a little. What are those little? What was it? Addendum. Yes, that's an addendum of an added 18. Everybody voted yes, so it was a unanimous vote that we will be starting December 28th. We'll be starting to meet at the Episcopal Church, and hopefully real soon after that, we'll have our groundbreaking, and you guys can watch the new building go up, so that's exciting. With that, I think those are all the announcements I have. Transforming Ministries will have a few more announcements, though. But I prayerfully pray each week, hoping that you encounter God, you encounter a living community around you that loves you and inspires you, and we equip you to go out in the world and encounter the world in a more caring, authentic, loving way. And so, one of the ways that we connect with each other is the question of the day. And this one's a little bit harder because it's a little bit about hey, look at me, I did a great job on this thing. But the question of the day this week is, what is something that you did, something small that you've done that ended up making a surprisingly big difference? So what is something that you did you're thinking this is a little tiny thing, and all of a sudden it was like, wow, that was a bigger deal than I ever thought it would be. So find somebody to talk to. You got about 30 seconds to answer that question. Everything. guys are real quiet. All right. Well, before we move to our words of welcome, I do have one other announcement. Our bus that we pick up people with is over 15 years old now. It's got like 120,000 miles on it. The AC doesn't work anymore, and it's kind of a roll of the dice on whether it works each week or not. So we are purchasing a new bus for the church, but it's in Virginia. And so Don is going to fly out and go pick up that bus. So are you volunteering? You're going? All right. We got Joyce is going to ride the bus too. Yeah. So if the idea of going to the DIA and standing in the TSA line for 14 hours and then flying out to Virginia and driving a church bus back with Don sounds appealing to you, I've got an opportunity for you. Come talk to me. Did I sell that really well? We really are glad that all of you are here. We are a church that everybody has a space at the table and a voice, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that you are welcome here. We always have our words of welcome. So, Don, we'll let you read them.
You know, it holds 15 people, so we could have a party on the way back. You know, it takes about 2 days to drive, so just keep that in mind.
The church is only paying for two tickets, though.
Well, okay, hey, you know, I'll get a list started. No, it does not. We'll have to stop along the way, and yeah, you know, I'm old enough, yes, that is a priority that we have to find rest stops along the way. Good morning, church. It's great to be together today. We're glad you're part of this family of faith. Today we're talking about something that can feel both ordinary and holy all at once: money. Not just money, though, what we do with it when we trust God. In Jeremiah 29, God tells the people living in exile to plant gardens and seek the good of the city where they are. It's a reminder that even when life feels uncertain, we can still plant seeds of hope right where we are. And that's what giving really is. It's planting a seed. Small in itself, but capable of growing into something beautiful when it's placed in God's hands. Like the first verse of Hymn of Promise says, "In the bulb there is a flower, in the seed an apple tree." God can take what we give, our time, our prayers, our financial gifts, and multiply it to bless others. So, take a deep breath. I did not hear this massive. Okay, settle in. Let's worship the one who turns small beginnings into great blessings. Welcome home. And now let us join in singing our song of welcome.
Sacrifice of praise 2 times through.
Sacrifice of praise into the house.
As you're being seated, I invite the children to come forward. You guys can come sit here with me. And the good news is today, you don't have to worry about anybody looking at you, right? So I brought in this tree from our narthex. Do you guys know how we got this tree? Any ideas? Well, Bev, right back there, she bought this tree for her house. And do you know what happened to this tree? It grew, right? Did you know that trees grow? Well, apparently Bev doesn't. And so Bev bought this tree, and it fit in her house beautifully. And then it started to get bigger and bigger. And what do you think she started thinking? I can't sit in my living room anymore because this tree is here. I'm going to donate it to the church. And so this is how we got this tree. Now, how big do you think this tree started out? A tiny seed, that's right. And so today we're going to start a sermon series that has a couple of things. One, it's about giving of our time and our talents and our gifts, but it's also connected with the song Hymn of Promise, which has the words in it, in a seed there is an apple tree. And so you know what that means is when you go and you plant a seed, an apple seed in the ground, there's a pretty good possibility that I'll sprout up and make a huge tree. And it's just like this tree here, it started off as just a seed, and then it grew to a nice little size, and Bev bought it, and then it just kept growing, and then the church now has this beautiful tree. And that's kind of like how our gifts that we give to the church are. That we don't have to give huge gifts to the church, but like God can multiply the gifts that we give as we all work together to do amazing things. Now imagine and I think I talked about this a couple of weeks ago if you guys were listening to my sermon, imagine if we all did 3 kind acts a day let's say we take a few days off throughout the year. So we do 3 kind acts a day for 300 days out of the year. That's 900 acts of kindness that each of us would do, right? But that's only 3 a day. That's not that many, right? But then we imagine, so that's 900 acts. But then imagine there's like 100 of us in this church, right? And so that turns into like 90,000 acts of kindness by just each of us doing 3 nice acts a day. So like, what are some kind acts that you think you guys could do? Yeah, if somebody's having a bad day, you can go and visit with them and show them that they're cared for and loved. Spending time with people is a great act of kindness. Anything else? The same as him, yeah. Do your parents ever show up at the house with a trunk full of groceries? You guys probably help them carry those groceries in. That probably, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. So an act like that. Sometimes you're taking a nap when they're doing it. Yeah, I mean, we got to have our priorities, right? So, do you guys ever help with dusting or vacuuming around the house or something like those? Yeah, you're like, no, that's my mom's job. What are you talking about? But maybe you can do that. So Nikki, his assignment is he's going to dust your house when he gets home, all right? So thank you for doing that. That's a kind act. You're a very generous young man. But all of those things that we do, those little things, do you think independently they make a huge difference in the world? Now, probably not a huge difference in the world, but when you put all of those kind acts together and all those gifts together, we really begin to